विकास के लाभ सर्वस्पर्शी और सर्वसमावेशी में विकास के लाभों को ममभाव और समभाव से मानव मात्र तक पहुंचाना होगा।
Namaskar, I am Deepak Rath. I welcome you all to the digital media of Uday India. Friends, you all know that recently, on the suggestion of our valued viewers, we have started a new edition that is known as Vishwa Guru Bharat. And I am doing the program both in English and Hindi language. But today, we are doing a special episode of Vishwa Guru Bharat on India taking over as the presidency of G-20. You know, 1st December, it's a memorable day. It will be a memorable day for all the Indians. And I thought that this is the best subject today, that in Vishwa Guru Bharat, that Uday India is always campaigning to make Bharat as Vishwa Guru. Friends, you all know India has finally taken over the presidency of G20 at Bali. And in fact, this is the first time that image of our nation has increased manifold at international level, global level. From 1st December, India has took over the G20. And our Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the master strategist to set the agenda of the world. And this is a huge responsibility on the shoulder of our Honorable Prime Minister. As I told you, Uday India has always campaigns the rising stature of India as Vishwa Guru. Time has come now to celebrate one of the most memorable days in the history of India. Those who are true Indians, those who are proud Indians, they all are now in an upbeat mood now. Because our nation is moving towards on the track of a developed nation with rising economic power, increasing GDP, and most importantly, we have beaten the Britain in the post-COVID-19 era. Friends, we all know that responsibility of Bharat is more pertinent now, because G20 accounts for 85% of the global GDP, 78% of the global trade, 90% of the patents, and almost 2/3 of the population. In fact, one can argue that it would be a litmus test for us, as the whole world is facing a geopolitical crisis now. As we know that 70 countries of the world is facing a global debt crisis, and post-COVID-19 has resulted in making 200 million people, they have gone below poverty line. 200 million people have gone below poverty line. You all know, friends, already there was a crisis for climate change and much needed actions to tackle the climate change. So, our Prime Minister now holds the key for action-oriented reforms to set a global agenda, to prove again his credentials for true leadership skills. Because the whole world is looking towards Bharat now, how Narendra Modi will fine-tune strategies to bring peace, prosperity, and how he will streamline the global chain system for a smooth trade in the region. And if one looks at the challenges of Narendra Modi, then one has seen that he has turned every challenges in his life as an opportunity. He has proved himself. In 2014, when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi took over, the nation was feeling unsecured in every sector. But with no time, he reposed faith amongst our countrymen. Make in India, local for vocal, Swachh Bharat Abhijan, all were amongst his few giant strides. Besides, bringing reforms to strengthen our economy, education, infrastructure development, and healthcare system in India. And now the results are you are observing. Friends, we all know that Narendra Modi is a daring leader to take decisive actions. He has taken decisive actions to tackle the opportunity as India being the president of G-20. Narendra Modi needs to bring key reforms to ensure financial stability of the whole world and let the technological advances reach to one and all. We have to ensure the free flow of food grain, fertilizer and fuel, as there is an atmosphere of war in the European countries. You all know that. Already India is not having a very good rapport with China. And you know there is a bad mouth going on between US and China also. So India needs to first unite the nations by diverting them from groupism. Because there is a diversified opinion among the members of the G20. And you know, Narendra Modi has already praised the decisions of the previous 17 presidencies of G20, who has already taken the leadership of G20. And he assured to get benefit out of it and go further, and how to strengthen, how to unite the G20. Prime Minister has said, can we catalyze a fundamental mindset shift to benefit humanity as a whole? I believe we can, Prime Minister has said. Some may argue that confrontation and greed are just human nature. PM says, I disagree. If humans were inherently selfish, what would explain the lasting appeals of so many spiritual traditions that advocate the fundamental oneness of us all? One such tradition, popular in India, sees all living beings and even inanimate things as composed of the same 5 basic elements: that is known as the Panchatattva. The Panchatattva of earth, water, fire, air and space. Harmony among these elements. Within us and between us. That is the essential for our physical, social and environmental well-being. India's G-20 presidency will work to promote this universal sense of oneness. That is what our Prime Minister has stressed. Hence, our theme, one earth, one family, one future. Narendra Modi truly advised all the nations to stay together to achieve basic human needs for our survival. Instead of fighting with each other, our Prime Minister has given a clarion call. Because war was never a solution to any global achievements, or war never gives us any solution. Instead, all nations of G20 must unite to tackle the menace of terrorism, to save our environment and face the repercussions of the pandemic, that is COVID-19. One hopes the members of G20 will agree with India. And what is that? That is the concept of oneness. And India will carry forward the message for a peaceful world ahead. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam has always been the basic principles of Bharat. India has never waged war against anyone, any nation, anyone. India believes in peace and prosperity. One hopes that being the president of G20, our Prime Minister will show the leadership skill again, and India will lead the world, and that is the way India will be again the Vishwa Guru, and India, the leaders of India, the people of India, Indian nation will lead the world, and India will be Vishwa Guru. That's all for today. Friends, I know every day whatever information, analysis we are providing you, you are liking it. If you like it, I will certainly request you to subscribe Uday India and tell your friends to subscribe Uday India, and don't forget to push the bell icon. Bharat Mata ki Jai.